Spring has sprung and it's time to dust off and oil the bike to get some exercise in the nice weather. It was very fortuitous timing that a company called Basecamp reached out to me and asked me to review their new smart helmet. It features built-in lights, including indicators and speakers paired with a microphone for audio playback and making phone calls. In this video, I go over the performance and features of the Basecamp SF-999 smart helmet. I bought an electric bike last year and enjoyed riding around where I live, especially with my kids on the back. I reviewed my first ever smart helmet shortly after. As a tech enthusiast, I found it very convenient to have access to my phone and utilise the extra technology for safety reasons. So it was with great enthusiasm that I received the brand new SF-999 smart helmet from Basecamp. If you're unfamiliar with the brand, Basecamp specialise in electric skateboards and scooters, but have started a line of equipment to complement their main products. The new helmet features two key features: smart lights controlled by an accompanying remote control, and built-in speakers and a microphone for listening to music, making calls or navigating using your preferred app. The helmet came in a rather nice bag, which was a nice alternative to the stacks of cardboard for similar products. Inside the bag was the helmet itself and a small soft plastic container with a zip. Inside the container you'll find the remote, a screwdriver for replacing the battery of the remote, and a USB-A to USB-C cable to charge the helmet. The first thing to do is to charge the helmet to 100%. Basecamp recommend using a 5V 0.5 to 1A power source. The estimated time from empty to full battery is between 4 to 5 hours. On the left is the pairing button for connecting the Bluetooth radio to the helmet for your phone for audio playback and phone call. The other button is the power button to turn on the helmet. There are three LED lights along the rim of the helmet which show you the Bluetooth connection status, charging indicator and the remote control connection status. Between the two main buttons and offset to the bottom is the windproof microphone. The SF-999 comes in two colours, either black or white. I ended up choosing the white version for maximum visibility at night for evening rides. The materials are pretty standard, with a hard plastic outer shell and padding inside. In terms of fit, I have a large head by standard measurements, and I found the helmet to be between snug to tight. This was before using the adjustable strap at the back. The SF-999 comes in one size, so some adults with smaller heads might find the helmet to be a looser fit. The strap mechanism does supply a fair amount of adjustment, which will secure the helmet around the base of the skull at the back. It also features a slightly different mechanism for releasing the strap by pulling out the dial, which was a nice design touch. The helmet weighs approximately 400 grams and feels like a good weight. I got used to wearing the helmet after prolonged use. I personally like the aerodynamic design versus my old nutcase helmet, and the helmet includes large ventilation holes to keep your cranium cool during rides. The lights are all situated at the back of the helmet. The furthest left and right lights are the indicators, and the middle light is a separate light you can switch on for extra visibility as required. The remote control that comes with the helmet is attached to your bike's handlebar like a watch strap. The back of the remote has a shaped rubber protrusion to help it grip the bar. Plus, the strap itself is an elastic rubber which enables you to pull it tight to secure it firmly. The buttons themselves are divided into the left and right indicators. The up and down buttons are the volume control. The up and down buttons also function as your forward and backward skip buttons during playback when you hold them for 3 seconds. The centre button has 3 functions. Holding down the button for 3 seconds powers on the remote and automatically syncs with the helmet. Once turned on, the centre button is also your main control for answering and ending phone calls. While playing music or podcasts, the button will play or pause playback. The main functionality of the microphone and the speakers is for making and taking phone calls, audio playback for music and podcasts, and GPS updates from your preferred navigation apps such as Google Maps. The speakers also work in conjunction with your left and right indicators, announcing when the buttons are in operation.
Turn right beware. Turn right beware. Turn right beware.
In terms of the basics, the SF-999 is comfortable and easy to adjust to fit my large head. It feels secure and I'm confident it will protect my skull in the event of an accident. When it comes to the hardware, I'm very pleased with some aspects, but would love to see some improvements in others. For a start, I like the fact the indicator lights are bright and very visible for traffic behind you on the road. Using a standard flashing function is clear and obvious to other road users. I also like the addition of the rear light too for maximum visibility. It's worth stating that helmet is only part of your necessary safety equipment as a cyclist. The lights in the helmet should be treated as complementary to other gear such as proper lamps on your bike. Also, if you have the ability to do so, I still recommend using clear hand signals personally. One addition I would love is a front-facing light. One thing about cycling is that your bike's front lamp will be below the line of sight of drivers in cars and trucks if you're in traffic. Having a head-level front-facing lamp would help with increased visibility for extra safety in rear-view mirrors or even just approaching junctions. The speakers and the volume are okay, but I'd personally love them to be louder. Depending on the audio you're listening to, it averages 60 decibels, with a peak of approximately 80 decibels at full volume. I had no issues hearing the audio in quiet environments, but I struggle to hear in urban settings with more road traffic. Having said that, I'm pleased with the clarity of the phone calls, both from the performance of the microphone for call recipients and for my ability to hear the caller. Again, it depends on the noise levels around you for best performance. The last thing I would have loved to have seen is the ability to trigger and interact with Google Assistant on my phone. It's a minor thing, but would have been nice to be able to dictate commands without the need to use your phone while riding. Overall, for the current 123 Canadian price tag, the SF-999 is good value for money when considering the competition. It sits at the lower end of the scale compared to other smart helmets today, but delivers comparable features. Thanks for watching, and as always, please like this video and subscribe to my channel for more videos on the connected home and personal technology.